what are your goals for the team this year?
Yeah, I mean, our goal this year, I mean, obviously back to back, that's what we want to do. And I feel like we got a good chance of doing that. We got Baba in now. He's going to help us out a lot, but we're missing Jonathan Weissong. Probably everybody probably know him, but he was like what held us together last year, and he's our captain and everything, and great leader. So we're missing that. So me and I'm trying to. I can't cover his role fully, but I'm trying to step up and help our teamwork and everything. I think once we get the teamwork figured out and everything, we got a good shot of going back to back. So that's our goal this year. Just really get back into that teamwork groove and go back to back.
For sure, for sure. And being like one of which I know Cal is also a senior, but being like one of the few seniors on the team, do you feel like there's a different leadership role you have this year rather than last year?
Yeah, 100%, definitely. Last year, I kind of just played my role. I wasn't much of a leader. I left that up to Johnny. And this year, it's just me, Cal, and like one or two other seniors. So, definitely got to step into a leader role this year for sure, for sure.
Yeah. And since you're the first guy I interviewed, I just want to hear. Obviously, I'm interviewing some of your other teammates, but I want to hear from you. Like, what are some of the guys you'll be playing with this year at Wren, and if you could just speak on them a little bit.
We got Brock Cherry, our point guard. He started last year as a sophomore as our point guard. He definitely got experience and he knows what he's doing. So that's our point guard. We got Baba Franklin. He just came in from Legacy, so he's a junior. Oh yeah, Brock's a junior too, but Baba's a junior, so he's gonna help us out too. He's a guard as well. We got Cal Godfrey. He's our other senior that's starting, and he's our four. He's tall. He's like
Hmm.
six. He's like 6'6". uh, Rhett our big man. He's a junior, and he's like a solid big man for sure. Yeah.
Got you, got you. And now I just want to ask more like obviously goal is to make a run right back to the place where y'all ended last year. But I just want to hear if you have any specific expectations or goals for yourself going into the season.
Myself, I know obviously I got my own, goals and stuff, but I don't want to be selfish. I just want to win. Say that's top priority. But obviously, I wanna do better than what I did last year. Like average a few more points. Average more steals. Help out there here and there, and just really step into like a lead role this year and stuff like that. So yeah.
Got you. And that's even one thing I noticed even watching you last year. Obviously, I didn't know much about your game before seeing you guys up at Upper State, but your ability to get steals. And I think you even averaged what the most steals on the team last year, right?
Me and Brock actually tied for the most steals on the team. Tied for the most steals in region last year. Me and Brock. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice. Yeah, so y'all got a solid backcourt going.
for sure.
And then I want to ask, you were talking about improve upon your own game, but what specific parts of your game do you feel like you've improved upon from last year?
I've been, obviously last year I did a lot of shooting and stuff, and that's really all I did was just play my role, shoot my shots, play good defense. So this year I want to help out a lot more. Obviously shooting, I've been working on my shot. I want to have a higher 3-point percentage, but also get into the cup more and get more in the mid range and get into the rack a little bit more and helping out there instead of just shooting. We lost our two main scorers last year, so got to make up for that, and then yeah, and average a couple more steals. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And I know you spoke on it a little bit, but outside of obviously people should know Johnny by now, but what's the main difference do you feel is separating your team from this year and last year?
I mean, there ain't much, but if there is some, it's teamwork. We got Baba in, and he's just new. Like all of us have like grown up together. Like the whole
Yeah.
team, like, we play team and everything. And then Baba coming in, like he's definitely helping us. Talent wise for sure. But we just got to get him into the mix a little bit and get him into the chemistry and everything. And once we figure that out, we're gonna be really really good. So that's it.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I was about to ask some specific ways you think you guys can run it back, and I know chemistry is huge for sure, and that's something y'all last year your team had really good chemistry.
It wasn't talent. I want to say it was the chemistry for sure. Like we weren't most talented in 3A, but yeah, that chemistry, sure.
Yeah. And then last thing I just want to ask is, are there any teams y'all have marked on your calendar? Like any teams y'all have on your radar going into this season?
Oh, Powdersville, 100%. It's always Powdersville. Our rival. They got a couple. They're out here. They got a couple more guys that came in and everything. So that's our rivals. We want to beat them, and I feel like that's one of our biggest challenges. We just got to beat them, and we played them in the summer and we beat them, but that don't mean much. Summer don't mean nothing. So we got to come into the season mindset, and that's who was on our radar every year. It's Powdersville. So, but yeah,
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely, man. I'm ready to see that game, ready to see that duel. If I don't catch the game, I know Adam will, so
yeah. He's actually filming us this year, so he'll be with us the whole year. So that'll be awesome.
nice, nice. Your teammates, first thing I just want to ask is, what's the overall goal for your team this year?
Back to back, of course. We trying to get that second ring. Top.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. And I asked your other guys this, just what are some specific ways you feel like y'all can get that back-to-back state ring?
Like we just got the chemistry. Like we trust everybody. Everybody on the team, we pass to each other knowing that we all can hit the shots and knock it down. We just trust one another. And I feel like that's just like something we got over everybody.
Got you. And obviously, I know y'all lost a few seniors last year, Johnny, Jacob. What do you feel like the main difference is from last year to this year? Or do you feel like it's about the same thing? And tell me also how it's been just implementing Baba into the team this year.
From last year, it's just like Johnny was just a huge leader for us. And losing him is big, but we have like Jerry, Cal, me, Brock, we're all trying to step into that leader role. And adding Baba, it just like adds the skill that Johnny had that we need for this year. So it just helps us and just gets us better.
Got you. Yeah, definitely. Got to obviously see y'all played against y'all in fall league. Y'all definitely, I think y'all gonna have y'all starting five, 6 players. Y'all are strong for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving on, just some specific things about yourself. What are some goals and expectations you feel like you have put upon yourself this season?
All right. Well, my expectation is I'm trying to average at least like a double double. That's what I'm trying to get. Like 10-10, and then a couple assists in there, but that's just my goal. That's what I want to do this season.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah, I know Johnny had that double double last year, didn't he?
Yeah, 20 and 10 though.
Yeah, yeah, I know that was crazy. I didn't look at y'all's team until late in the season. I'm like, dang, this team's nice.
Yeah, man.
um, and then I want to ask, like, what do you feel like you've improved upon the most since last season?
Oh, my ball handling. Last season was rough, man. Like I couldn't control the ball at all, but now this season is there.
Yeah, definitely. And then really the last question I have for you is, what team's on your calendar? What team you got marked down?
Oh, Powdersville. I'm trying to. I want to beat Powdersville twice this season, kill them.
Yeah,
Rival team. You just got. Oh God, it's already marked on the calendar.
yeah, for sure. What'd y'all go with them last year? Did y'all split?
Nah, we beat them. We beat them both times. We beat them by 20 at home, and then I think it was like 6 at their place. It was close there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun region to look at, especially Southside coming out
Yeah.
of nowhere.
Oh my, out of nowhere.
Yeah, but that's pretty much all I got for you today. Going into your third season at Wren High School, and just hoping for the best for y'all over there.
Yeah. Pretty. Hey, hope for the best for you guys too.
Appreciate it, Brand, and go get that ring.
Of course, bro. Of course.
First thing I just want to ask you about, obviously, you just transferred to Wren this summer, living on your dad's legacy, I've heard. I just want to ask, how has the transition been going from a powerhouse like Legacy back to Wren?
It's good. Just gotta stay in the gym. Gotta stay ahead of everybody. Can't be sitting around.
Got you. And then I know I'll be talking to you, but what exactly was your reason from leaving Legacy? When I talked to you last year, you seemed real positive about Legacy. I just want to hear from your end what the reason was to leave.
I really went Two, like develop and get better and practice against all the top players, which I did, got better, and I feel like I had to go somewhere where I can dominate and take over and work with my teammates and get another ring this year.
And I'm glad you even mentioned that because next time I wanted to ask was obviously like you said, get a ring, but I want to hear some like what's some specific ways you feel like your team can get a ring again this year?
Play as a team, move the ball, hit shots, which I got some great shooters on the team. Kick out to just work.
Got you. And obviously, going in, you said you're trying to dominate this year, you know, really show out. What exactly are your expectations for yourself this year?
Just be myself. I've been waiting for this moment. Just hoop, play basketball, have fun.
Got you. And I want to ask, you know, some people some people, you know, they might not know and I don't even know myself. How'd you get your bounce all of a sudden?
Uh, just hang like I said, going to Legacy, doing workouts, working out with the highest jumpers, going car, Elijah, Jordan, everybody on my team. They work weight room, box jumps. We just dedicated. They really helped me out.
Not for sure. And I know you've been talking to some colleges lately. I just want to hear some of the more recent ones you've been in communication with over the past few weeks and months.
Uh, Appalachia State came by to see me work out. West Carolina, Presbyterian just wanted to visit there, and they did good, treated me good. Um, it's a bunch of other schools, SC State. My brother go there.
I want to ask, what in what specific ways do you feel like you've improved from last season to this season?
A lot stronger. They've been more in shape. I got taller. I grew a lot. Um, Last year, really, I didn't really get show it off. But last year, they got me way better and like more energized and jumping higher and doing a bunch of stuff that I couldn't do my ninth grade year. Yeah.
Got you. And I know it's been a while since the Greenville days, but do you feel like playing varsity with your brother at Greenville like helped you, I guess, get ready for everything that's come about?
Yeah, seeing him go through the stuff he went through, really like I know how to move around now, like with other people and how fans and haters are, and like all the stuff he went through. It really got to see with my own eyes, and it just helped me move around now.
Got you. Last thing I just want to ask you, are there any teams I know y'all got a huge rivalry with Pattersville, but I just want to hear any teams you got marked down on your calendar going into this season.
Um, Everybody, I'm coming for everybody. I ain't got no like Pacific, but like everybody.
That's what I like to hear. They've all said about the same thing about running it back, but I want to hear from you. What's your goals for your team this season?
I mean, I'm definitely gonna hit you with the same thing. Definitely run it back. But I give you a different one. I think we all have a goal of like getting recruited as well throughout the process, just getting better.
Got you, definitely. And I want to ask, like, what's some specific ways you feel like your team can get that second ring, that back-to-back ring this season?
Definitely team chemistry. If we just keep that up, I think we'll be straight. And just working on skill, just moving that rock.
Got you. And I know y'all's chemistry last year was like none other. Y'all might have not, I mean, many people have even said y'all weren't the most skilled team, but y'all had unbelievable chemistry and just knew where each other were at all times. Tell me tell me the main differences between the team last year and going into this season.
Last year we had a great leader, Johnny. Johnny was a dog. He was a leader for sure. But this year, I think it's more of like a role for everybody to like lead. It's not just one person.
So, I mean, if everybody can just lead and do their own thing, they would be fine.
Yeah, and Johnny's gonna love watching all these because everybody said his name at least once or twice.
Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to even ask, I asked Rhett, but how do you feel of the new acquisition? Obviously, Baba Franklin coming in this season. How do you feel like he's gonna integrate along with all you guys that have been there for some time now?
He's definitely got the skill to play. Definitely a hooper, and he helps us a lot, like rebounding and defensive. But like he's a killer on offense as well. So, I mean, he's just an all-around player.
Yeah, definitely. Moving on to more just specifically towards you, what are your main goals and expectations for yourself going into this season?
Um, my main goal is just to play more confident on the offensive side. Just like I'm definitely gonna move the rock, but I also want to get a little bucket too. Just stay confident there. And I did good on defense last year. I'm gonna just try and keep it up and get better on that side too.
Got you. And what's the main thing you feel like you have improved upon since last season?
That I have improved upon. My ball handling definitely got better, and like my confidence in my ball handling. But something else, I don't know. Just I think I've improved like all around a little bit.
Yeah. And I mean, I would even say like looking at like I finally went on to Max Preps last season late into the year and just seeing I remember I talked to Johnny when he talked to me, he said that you were killing it in the championship game, just being able to get downhill. When exactly did you even like I guess get into basketball? Or are you like a late did you get into it later or have you just like kind of been behind in the shadows for some time?
Are you talking about like just through my high school season or like?
Yeah, like last year, I guess I just would say like I noticed you like later on in the season, but before last season, I hadn't even just to be honest, I hadn't even heard of you before that.
Yeah, I've been like my freshman year I was on JV and
Okay.
averaged like over 20. Had like I was hooping on JV and they moved me up at the end of the season freshman year, but I mean I didn't play. And then last year I was like they put me in the starters for like the summer and I was like this is my chance. So I got in the starting lineup, but in the beginning of the season I was still like kind of in the shadows. I wasn't like scoring a lot, but I was swinging the rock and we were getting wins. But at the
Hmm.
end, my confidence kind of like went up. I was like, yeah, we're here. Like we're in the championship. I'm hooping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it just came from like confidence throughout the season, and like Johnny definitely helped me. Like he picked me up. He told me he was like, just be confident. You can hoop.
Yeah. And I love that because y'all are kind of like a I would almost say like a Miami Heat team. Like y'all aren't always obviously you got Baba this year, but y'all are the type of team to just build from Wren, like straight
Yeah.
up from the school and just make it happen like either no matter what.
Yeah, for sure.
And then really the last thing I have on here is what team do you have marked down on your calendar?
Oh, so we were talking about this. I mean, I mean, whoever's in front of us is who we're gonna go for. But like, definitely one of the biggest games is Powdersville. I think everybody
Pattersville.
that.
I
Yeah, for sure.
love it. I love it. I'm definitely ready to see y'all go at it in that region. Last thing, last thing I just want to ask you is, what teams do you have marked on your calendar? Obviously, you know your teammates seem to have one school in particular, but I want to hear from you.
Definitely, we're definitely going after whoever's in front of us. But I think I know that one team. Powdersville's gonna be a big game. Like everybody's there, so I'm ready for that game for sure. But I mean, really, just I'm going for everybody.
That's what I like to hear, man. And I think y'all can get that ring again. Just stay at it and just stay consistent with it throughout the season.
Appreciate that.
Just first thing I just want to ask is, what's your goal for the team this year?
I mean, for sure, go back to back. We got the talent to do so. It's going to be difficult, a lot more difficult than last year, but we got the talent to do so. So I think we can, we can shake some heads and for sure just get back. Just as long as we get on the right track, and we'll be back where we were last year.
Yeah, for sure. And I know a lot of you and your teammates are really looking forward to going back to back. And I just want to hear like what are some specific ways you feel like your team can be able to do that in order to get that second ring?
I mean, as soon as we get like the chemistry down and we learn how to play off each other, then I mean, I feel like we could be like not unstoppable, but at the same time, like it's gonna be hard to beat us. And as soon as we like all five of us, we all can move without the ball. We all can dribble the ball. We all can shoot it. So I mean, we all just need to be able to play off each other and use each other's versatility to do so.
Got you, got you. And obviously, I know last year y'all had a few seniors, including Jonathan Wysong, who I've heard to be a good leader. And then this year, y'all got new acquisition being Baba Franklin. I just want to hear like, what's the main difference from last year's team to this year's team, or is it not much of a difference?
I feel like the talent difference is definitely there. I feel like we're more talented than we were last year, but it's got to get the teamwork and the chemistry part of it has to get to where it was last year for us to be successful. So I mean, if we get the chemistry down and we learn how to play together like we know we could, we can definitely be a very successful team.
Got you. And I know I talked to Jeremiah about it, but being like one of two seniors on the team this year, or at least main seniors on the team, do you feel like there's a sense of leadership you have to take on, especially from Johnny leaving last year? Like, do you feel like there's a newfound leadership that you need to provide?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, they're pretty big shoes to fill. Like he was one of the greatest people I've ever played under. Which I mean, last year's team, we were all like best friends and whatnot, but we all like there was always like a sense of respect for him. So like he would lead on the court, but he could also lead off the court as well. And I feel like the scoring role is definitely going to be filled, but picking up the slack, like rebounding wise, and on defense and everything, like we gotta learn how to fill those shoes for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to ask you, first thing, did you get injured at one point last season?
Yeah, I got concussion like midway through region play.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to ask, like, going into this season, what are your main goals and expectations for yourself this season?
Well, one, as you said, stay healthy. I feel like if I stay healthy, there's really no limits as to what I can do or what the team can do. But mainly just have big senior season. Uh, Pick up the interest on like colleges and stuff, and for sure, just I mean, there's obviously like the all region, all state, but that obviously doesn't really matter as long as I get a state championship. I feel like I'm okay.
Yeah. And one of the last few questions I have, obviously I've seen you throughout the years, definitely have made improvements in your game, but I want to ask you, like, what's the main thing you feel like you've improved upon since last season?
My confidence has been improving like crazy. I've been taking more shots, scoring more points, doing stuff that I feel like I've never like thought in my mind that I could do before, and also just getting taller and getting stronger at the same time can has also like elevated my game, but confidence for sure.
No, I definitely see that. And even not only you, but even Brock was saying that the confidence aspect of your whole team is definitely risen, and I see that in your game especially.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Sure.
but last thing I just want to ask is, what teams do you have marked on your calendar going into this season?
There's lots. There's lots. I mean, obviously the first home game versus Easley, that's gonna be a big game because those were like always those have always been our rivals. Like before Powdersville was a school, which I think they were established in like 2010. But
Hmm.
before Powdersville was a school, that was our main rivals. We hadn't played them in like 4 years, so that's definitely a game marked on our schedule. First home game. We we want to kill that game. The Powdersville game, that's going to be a big game, big challenge for us.
Oh yeah.
And the Teal Hannah game, we want to get back from last year. We got smacked, but we feel like we have some improvement. We've improved a lot. I feel like if we played them at the end of the season last year, it would have been a much different game. But we feel like we can definitely hold our own against those teams now.
Got you. And yeah, I even saw y'all did a lot better at the end of the season last year, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Teal Hannah game was rough. It was a rough game.
Yeah,
A long game.
that's That's definitely a good team. They're consistently good, but y'all can definitely make some leaps this year for sure.
Yeah, we just got to get a few things together, but we can definitely go far.
Sounds good. I believe y'all can, but once again, Cal Godfrey, forward from Wren High School. Appreciate you from coming on, and I also wanted to congratulate you on your recent offers. I know you got Limestone a couple days or weeks ago,
Yeah,
so
it was like a week ago. Yeah,
yeah, I want to congratulate you on that for sure.
appreciate it, my man. Appreciate it.